not praying. You will pray for your husband, you will pray for your children, you will pray for yourself. You will pray for your nephews, nieces, you will pray for your in-laws, you may even pray about your in-laws, but you'll be an intercessor. You will definitely pray. So there are certain things as a woman you can't even play with. You can't do marriage without prayer. Oh no, the reason why you are fighting so much with your husband is because instead of you to go and get strategy from God, you think you know it all. So you are saying, let me just explain it to him, he'll get it. No, he will not get it. He will argue even more. So you will go to God to get strategy. I remember when I first got married, and I'll close with this. When I first got married, I had this funny habit of, like I said, because I was very introverted. I had this funny habit of, if I'm upset about something, I'll just sulk and start acting up. You know when you're acting up, when you say, I will not keep you malice, but you're keeping malice. You are not really talking to the person, but you're talking to him. Will you eat? What will you eat? And he says, he's asking what's wrong. You say nothing. Should anything be wrong? When you start doing all those funny things. So I had that very funny habit. So about a month into our marriage, or maybe even less, maybe like 3 weeks into our marriage. But I was upset. I can't remember what about, because like I said, because I'm very introverted, I'm also a perfectionist. So the little things get to me in a very different way. My husband is it's okay, it's not that deep. It was deep, very deep, and I kept digging deeper. Because I could not understand why he would mess up places and not pick up after him. That everything was a big deal. And so I remember that day I was very upset, and I went to pray about him. So I was praying and I was complaining, God, the man you gave me, Lord, look at you, have to do something. You have to do something. And then the Lord said to me, he said, you've been praying about your husband for weeks now, and nothing has changed. When are you going to start praying for him? Wow. It was a light bulb moment. Then I realized that there's a difference between praying about your husband and praying for your husband. And so God said to me, rather than complain, because that's what you are doing, whining, murmuring, and grumbling. But when he asks you, will you marry me? You say yes. So now it's me that gave you the husband. When are you going to stop grumbling and murmuring in my ear and start telling me what you want to see? And so I started praying for him. I became intentional about calling the things I wanted to see. So rather than saying, God, I don't like the fact that he's so messy, I would say my husband is very organized. And I would declare over him. And I would look for scriptures that Moses was this. I called out Moses, Abraham, everybody. I called everybody out of my husband. I was very intentional. Even things like self-control, even things like he would learn to dwell with me with understanding so that his prayers will not be hindered. I learned to pray. And that's one of the easiest ways. Another reason why prayer is so important? Because whether you like it or not, men are not externally motivated. You may learn this the hard way, but let me save you the years of struggle. Men are not externally motivated. That's why the Bible says that the heart of the king is in God's hands. Because it's God that controls him. This thing is decoration. It's for balance. It's not for hearing. The one men have. No, it's not. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. This thing is for balance. It's not for hearing. Men don't hear from here. Men hear from here. So the more you nag, the more this thing doesn't work.